It takes guts, brilliance and ability to bounce back that will win you major sporting accolades. Ashleigh Buhai had all those on display when she won the first major title for a South African woman since 1988. After leading by 5 shots overnight, Buhai was on her way to victory at Murfield, where her heroes, a young player, Ernie Els, won, and Gary Player lifted the claret jug back in 1959. That was until the 15th hole, where she triple bogeyed to give Chun Inji a chance to share the lead. The two stayed at the top till the 18th and entered into a sudden death playoff that lasted 4 holes. Chun bogeyed, while a brilliant bunker shot saw Buhai make par and seal the biggest win of her career, plus an over 17 million rand first prize check.
AIG Women's Open Champion.
Well, let's tell you a little bit about Ashleigh. She started playing golf at the age of just 6. She credits her dad as the individual most influencing her career. She went to the Olympic Games back in 2016 when they were hosted by Rio. She ended 50th there. As an amateur, Simon won 3 professional events, including the 2004 South African Open, at the age of just 14 when a harsh spotlight was shone on her. She also partnered with Robert Moritz 3 times to represent South Africa at the Women's World Cup of Golf. In 2021, she competed in 24 events, made 17 cuts, while she made her most money on the LPGA Tour back in 2020, making 14 cuts from 16 events played and recording 5 top 20 finishes, including a career-best major finish of solo 5th at the Women's British Open. Then, on the 7th of August, that's yesterday, Buhai made history by becoming the first South African woman since Sally Little in 1988 to win a major at the 2020 Women's British Open after a 4-hole sudden death playoff. She joins us now from the UK. A very good afternoon. Congratulations. You called it life-changing. Waking up, did you feel like a new person today?
Thank you very much. Yeah, it's been a pretty whirlwind, last 12 hours. I did wake up this morning and thinking, oh my gosh, it is real. It did happen. And my husband, he keeps reminding me that it happened too. He keeps calling me Open champion and a major champion.
There's been so many people that have been congratulating you that we've been able to see on Twitter, on public platforms, and I'm sure you've received so many calls. Whose call were you most surprised at receiving?
Well, to be honest, I just still haven't been able to get through all the messages. It's, like I said, been quite overwhelming. I had over 250 WhatsApps. I haven't even gotten onto social media yet. I had seen a few from all the male professional golfers. I just recently received a text from Jake White, former Springbok coach, which was pretty cool. And obviously I had voice note from Gary Player during the week, which was pretty inspirational. He told me to stay calm, remember that everybody's going to hit a bad shot, and just think win. So that was definitely in my back of my mind this weekend.
Well, those bad shots, you all left for the 15th hole of that final round.
Yeah, definitely. That whole, I played it so well the whole week. I mean, the finishing stretch at Murfield is so tough. It plays all into the wind. We were hitting fairway woods into 14, 15. And yeah, I made one bad swing. I got a little bit unlucky that it landed plugged in the bunker off a bounce. And if it had been half a decent lie, I would have been able to play it back to the fairway. But unfortunately, I compounded mistake after mistake. But for me to bounce back like I did and have that resilience, I'm very proud of myself.
How were you able to regroup? Because you were still 3 shots ahead with 4 holes to play. That lead just evaporated in 10 minutes. But you were able just to stay focused and still keep on par and remain, after regulation play, tied at the top.
Yeah, I think, it's a credit to my mental state and how I've been working hard to stay in the moment, not think of the outcome. I'd done so much well the whole week, and I just said to myself, well, you've done more good than bad. Just focus on that. My caddy was very good in keeping me in the moment. She was like, okay, we've still got 3 holes to go. I hadn't lost it yet, and I was still tied for the lead. I knew there was a chance coming up on 17 as a reachable par 5 to get one back, but I hit good shots coming in, did what I had to do. Gave everybody a few grey hairs, I think, when I knocked the birdie putt a few feet past in regulation play, but hold a great putt for par to give myself a chance in a playoff.
And then the playoff. And it wasn't just a 1-hole playoff. It was a playoff hole. And it was a playoff hole. And another one. And then you found the bunker. And what did your caddy say to you?
She said to me, all right, well, show them why you're number one in bunkers this year. So, and I did. You know, I wasn't too phased when I was in the bunker. Towards the back, but it was downwind. It kind of helped me because I knew I just had to get it out and it would release down to the hole. So, you know, but still to hit that shot in the moment and to pull it off under pressure, it's quite a feeling when I've been able to watch it back now.
When you had finally sunk the ball on that final 18th, it just seemed as if there was a look of relief. I mean, you put your head to the sky. Was it more relief than joy?
I think a little bit, but it was just more, wow, I can't believe this is actually happening. You know, for the emotions just overtake. You know, you dream of it as a kid, to think you want to be a major champion and that, wow, it's actually happening. It's pretty cool.
How have you developed this sense of resilience? There was so much expectation on you as a youngster at 14 years old. You won 4 professional tournaments as an amateur, and then you turned professional. You had hip surgery, you had to overcome a bout of vertigo, and never quite getting the results that many knew you had the potential to actually achieve. But you've remained at it and you've remained focused.
Yeah, I think in general, as South Africans have so much resilience. You know, being a professional golfer, wanting to play professional golf, I had to travel. So from a young age, learned to be by myself. And this was something I always wanted to do. You know, I'm very grateful that I've had a good team around me to support me, from my parents, my sister, other family members, friends, husband, coach, you know, you name it, caddies, physios. They've all been behind me all the way and never stopped believing in me. So when you have such a good support system behind you to keep you going during those low times, it helps. And now we can all enjoy the championship and the wins together.
Yeah, the prize money, the men's winners get 2.5 million US. You received a check of just over $1 million US for your victory, a historic victory. What do you have to say about the disparity that men and women get in golf?
Obviously, there's still a huge gap. You know, it's in general in all sports. You know, the only one there isn't really is in tennis, but that's because, you know, with the majors, it's all held in one area. You know, one broadcast. It's a lot easier to control. But we're growing. We're trending the right way. I mean, all our majors now, all the winners take home over $1 million. So, you know, it's huge. We're playing for the most money we ever played for. And the LPGA is growing and heading in the right direction. And I'm very grateful that I'm part of this exciting time of women's golf.
Well, Ashleigh, you certainly gave all South Africans something to smile about, and also what a way to begin a week where we are going to be celebrating Women's Day tomorrow.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. You know, I looked at flights actually to come back to South Africa because it would be fantastic to be able to celebrate this with friends and family, but unfortunately, it's just not quite going to happen, as I have to be back in Canada in 10 days' time. So I'm still hopefully going to get through all the messages, reply to everybody, and just enjoy this moment while I can.
Well, Ashleigh, congratulations once again from the entire Newzroom Afrika team. And the party will be on when you do land on South African shores. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Ashleigh Buhai, 2022 Women's British Open champion, speaking to us here on Newzroom Afrika. That concludes your focus in on sport. More sport in the next hour.
She's got the front rope this time. How about that? Remember when Ernie Els won here? 4,000 in the playoff in 2002.